Hello and welcome back to XCOM2 War of the Chosen. This is the 4-man ballistic only double enemy hit points and permanent negative dark events run. This is the OMFG run, as difficult as XCOM2 ever gets. We are in month number 10. Pretty deep in month number 10 though. And this is yet another operation where we're trying to prevent more dark events from happening. This operation is going to be one where we prevent deployment of chrysalids on every single mission, so that would be pretty bad. I don't want to fight against chrysalids on a regular base, and therefore we bring Renvin and Edgar Allan Poe, two colonels, which need to work on their final bits and pieces of their bound. Once that is done, the two of them will retire until we need them for really difficult missions. They are joined by good old Zirkem, and we take one of our B members, one of the specialists that has worked so well with us so far in getting into this mission. Without further ado, let's take a look. We are looking at a difficult, but not very difficult mission. And if any of the Chosens would come, it would be the Hunter, which I'm pretty confident that we can beat. Speaking about the individual soldiers and how we want to train them, so the general plan now is we're going to use covered ops in order to basically make up for the lack of stats that we do have on our weapons, which effectively means that we will need to train the main team into super soldiers, like give them aim, give them a little bit more dodge. That's important just to reduce the number of hit points that they take as damage. Dodge also helps a lot. If you combine dodge and armor, effectively dodge halves the damage that you take from a shot, and armor still counts fully. So dodge and armor together are a very good way of reducing the overall damage that you take. So I guess where I'm going with that is we will need more survivability, and we definitely will need more focus on hitting enemies, because otherwise that's going to be a bit of a problem with just the normal weapons. We will need to get this little hack going, but I think we're going to be fine with it as well. And we got a couple of grappling hooks with us, so let's go. This here would be pretty suicidal to go all in.
Hostiles making the rounds.
Yeah, much better not to do that. There's one peg here. We are fighting against 13 enemies, so chances are relatively high that we're going to meet them in the first couple of rounds.
Closing on target position now.
Renvin moves up.
Gotta cover it.
And I guess one of the things that we could try, to be honest, is to get a hold on this tower or on this mech. Either way would work. I can hear a sectopod moving, which always means trouble. So the pack moved here. And you can see that they stand like literally down here. which is an issue for us because if we would go here, we're going to be spotted out. These places here are not directly shown as to be spotted out, but believe me, they are spotted out. So I guess the question that we need to answer ourselves is, how do we want to start the encounter? And one way of doing it is effectively making sure that we know where the enemy is and that we use proper cover. So let's take a look. All right, that looks decent.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
Zirke moves also down here.
On the move. Moving. Confirmed.
And next round, we're going to open the door and start the encounter, basically.
Got it covered. Roger. I've got my eyes on. Moving to Overwatch.
These guys probably have moved behind the tower, which is good, so they won't trigger in the first round. Let's see about the rest, though. I have a hard time believing that we can't see anyone, to be honest.
Heading to that location.
Oh, they moved over there. Interesting. Let's check what kind of hack we could get. It's always good to just know your options, really. Okay, so disorientation for 2 turns. That's okay. Complete immunity from the next 2 attacks. Probably also not bad. Like specifically the 100% chance. Might as well use that.
Orders confirmed. Moving out.
All right, so the mech is going to like move back here pretty soon, which means we have 1 more turn, most likely, and then we can engage the mech and the tower at the same time. Hopefully these guys will move away.
Moving to Overwatch. Scanning. Overwatch. Scanning.
There we go. That's the opening we were looking for. Interesting. I am thinking about whether or not it would make sense. I mean, we're still fine on the turns, right? Hacking this is not a big deal. Killing this here with 1 grenade is an easy kill. We don't need to waste ammunition on it. We might still want to just overwatch and lure them into an overwatch trap.
I'm on it.
And the way we want to do it is I really want to provide some additional aid protocol down there. So that's threat assessment, which means he gets 2 overwatch shots. And there we go. Let's see. Someone needs to trigger. I mean, just for the love of God, spot us out, please. Don't you dare to walk away. Oh, come on. Ooh, are we going to waste 1 more turn? Yes, no, maybe. If we pull right now, we can kill the tower and the mech, but we would fight against 3. So let's not do that.
Moving to Overwatch.
Let's instead go for yet another Overwatch.
Overwatch. Got it covered.
We're fine in terms of rounds left. There we go. Finally, we're being spotted out. There's the reveal, and now we get the full Overwatch. All right, here we go. Come on.
Maybe a flesh wound.
Well, I might say the Overwatch was mildly unsuccessful, to say the least. One could also say the Overwatch was rather unsuccessful. First things first.
Pleasure.
Let's kill the tower. And we might want to focus. We're closing the door here. Yes, thank you. If we were to move up here, yeah, that's probably too much clustering. So let's move up here.
Heading to that location.
Not triggering any attack of opportunity. Let me just think. I guess we... just interrupt his Overwatch real quick. Let me think if we can do that without wasting... yeah, perfect. Lightning Hands to interrupt his Overwatch. There we go. Easy enough. We are running and gunning.
Coming in for the kill.
This is solid position. Probably around here. It's a very solid position. The reason why I would want to go here is we want to kill
Seeing you here.
2 of these guys. So we're using a second grenade without kind of removing our own cover, of course. I said without removing it. There we go. That should remove all of the enemy cover and shred the heavy mech. There we go. So let's start with effectively engaging on the mech. 3 shots, almost killed it. And now we're doing the face-off. Snipers, by the way, doing an incredible amount of damage. The only thing that I was forgetting before is we should have just basically ruptured this guy. Because that would have dealt 3 more damage from the pistol shot. So that's the only regret that I do have.
On my way.
Yeah, wouldn't have been the difference between life and death because he still would have been at 1 HP. But yeah, just a bit of an optimization. Renman gets marked. Wow. His grenade... Seriously, his grenade... wow.
We put our soldiers through a lot. They'll need time to deal with these issues when we get back.
His grenade shredded 3 armor. And basically panicked 2 of our guys. Wow, interesting. Interesting.
Okay, I'll go.
Alright, let's get the shield bearer down.
Went off the armor. Back in.
Aid protocol overwatch and try to kill this guy. Very nice. If I were to pull myself up here, question is, would I be able to see this guy? And also the question would be, would I trigger another pack? I'm rather afraid of the latter.
Moving to position. Went off the armor.
So that's 6 plus 8. 14 minus 4, that's 10. And maximum 14. So even both together, as long as we don't crit, we can't kill this guy. Which means... we are going to run and gun. Move here. Take a shot.
Armor still holding.
Oh, wow. Holy moly. What the fuck is wrong with him? He's going berserk every single time.
Target's still up. There's heavy fire in this zone.
Let's heal up. We still have 18 turns. The fight doesn't turn out to be the way I want it to be.
That's right. Running dry.
Overall, I think we're doing fine, though.
It's killing time.
This here should remove all of the cover. That's one hit. That's two hits. And that's a Blade Master kill.
Target eliminated. Moving on target location.
Alright. So we killed 2 and 2 and 1. No, it was 3 and 2 and 1, so we're at 5, 6 enemies down.
I'm on it.
Interestingly enough, we can't really grapple up there, which I can't really understand.
On the move.
But so be it. Alright, let's haywire protocol this guy.
Locked and loaded.
Which should be at least 50%. Oh, there's a mech just next to it. Yeah, 50%. Ah. Unfortunate.
Taking control. I guess that'll be okay. On the move. Hit the armor. Scanning.
Overwatch. And we're going to take 1 or 2 shots. Into full cover though. The towers usually don't shoot very well into cover. It's almost no hit whatsoever.
Moving to designated
Slowly but surely advancing. Not triggering anything, that's good.
What's over there?
Now time to go for the tower, which is shredded. Well, never mind, it's executed right away.
Will do. Come get some. Overwatch.
2 times Overwatch. Again, we're still having plenty of rounds for that.
Affirmative. Moving out.
Moving into full cover. Triggering a Spectre and a Sector. Interesting. Two Archons and a big fat advanced mech are standing behind this corridor.
Grenade out.
So that will remove some of the cover on the other side.
You want some?
And right away another execute. Nice.
Before you get too close.
Very good.
Heading out.
Okay. Let's wait for the sector.
Ready to engage.
Which, interestingly enough, doesn't show up.
Absolutely. I've got eyes on an advent position. Objective here.
However, this here appears to be a bit fishy. I'm not 100% sure how we triggered that. So we triggered all of them in a single instance, and I don't know how. Nor does any of my soldiers see anything. Which means we might as well get a bit back to here.
Not a problem. Incoming fire.
There seems to be some sort of line of sight issue, to be honest. I mean, we haven't seen anything, and then all of a sudden we pulled 2 packs. Including this invisible sector pod. Which is randomly using lightning field because reasons. And then randomly uses red cannon. It's a bit of an epileptical shock, as it appears. And someone's moving from the off into our field of vision. Well, are you shitting me? He's going berserk again. Alright, let's hack the mech. Very good. Thanks to the version 3 of our drones, gremlins. Time for the sector. We need to hit at least once. That's good. Come on, one more hit. Very good. Which means we can get out of this zone here. That's completely blasted by wrath cannon. And instead, kill the sector. Therefore, end mind control. Get an untouchable. There you go. And an implacable. Somehow pull 3. Wow. Wow. Sector pod, by the way, is still invisible. Which kind of bothers me a little bit. This is going to reduce the damage by a lot. I mean, 6 armor is just insane. What we could do is we could go for Deadeye. Honestly though, I'd like to kill the sectopod first. Let's try it. Yeah, I think overall the Deadeye damage is almost as good as if I would have used the pistol. Fanfire deals a lot of damage, but you need low armor for it.
Heading out.
Blazing Pinions, yeah. That means we need to give up high ground. Okay, let's start with our hacked mech, shall we? All right, this should shred 2 armor. Well, it shredded 1. So we give Edgar Alien Poe a teamwork, so he has 3 abilities, okay? Okay, that's fine. We're then going to activate Run and Gun.
Running and gunning.
Moving to here. Still seeing the sectopod. Being far enough away to not be target of any of the explosion from Blazing Pinions. We now need a bit of a hit, to be honest, because we want to shred him. Come on, buddy. There's 1 armor down. That was more lucky than I would have expected, but it's fine.
Sure thing. Come on, focus.
Archon is going to be frozen. And let's hope that we can hit this guy up there.
Heading there now.
Getting into cover. Not full cover, but still good enough. And let's hit this guy. Very nice. Ruptured and shield removed. That means 3 extra damage from all the shots that we're taking, which is wonderful for Edgar Allan Poe. Who, by the way, starts with Fanfire.
Special delivery.
Solid combination. Be good.
Going up.
Getting away. Just to continue to harass this guy. And after overall 5 pistol shots, he's almost down. Our mech finally died.
They got me flanked. That didn't feel good.
Did I mention that I hate Archons? On this game mode, there's just some inherently unbalanced behavior. They are too strong for what we're trying to do. Okay,
Let's do this.
Overwatch and kill the Archon. Yes, thank you.
The numbers. I guess that'll be okay.
Moving into full cover.
Hard target, minimal damage. Heading out. Went off the armor.
So the armor is still a big issue.
Ready to go.
Reload, run and gun,
Going in for the kill.
up to here.
Your position.
We can't kill it even with the X, so might as well just give it a shot.
It hit the plate.
This guy's almost down.
Taking heavy damage.
We need to heal ourselves. And somehow I need to get rid of this absolutely stupid negative effects. Yeah, lucky us. I mean, we are in big poo-poo. Still way too many hit points that we're fighting.
Getting worse here. Good to go.
I think we'll focus on... I would like to focus on this guy, but unfortunately that won't work. So might as well normally kill this guy here.
Deflection.
Zirkin gets another heal. Then we're killing the flamer. Okay.
Hard target.
Almost got him, and with face-off we should at least deal some damage besides killing him. There's the kill. And there's the extra damage.
Target eliminated.
Did he just miss the axe? Oh my god.
Okay. Enemy is
Ugh.
on Overwatch.
Did I mention that I really am tired of these guys? I mean, they come in triple packs, and I find it hard to believe that 150 hit points should be a normal setup. I don't know who came up with the idea in War of the Chosen to triple them as a setup. They hadn't been a triple setup prior to War of the Chosen, and I think like putting them into a pack makes sense, but tripling them by large and far doesn't.
Incoming fire!
So we're down to 3 enemies.
I can't move. Starting to get cooked. Too close to the heat.
Moving over. Time to rupture this guy and kill him. There's the rupture, and with the rupture we will most likely be able to kill this guy.
I'll take the high road.
Thanks to the grappling hook. Perfect. Just in the right moment as well. There we go. That's 3 of them. One of them completely down. So Renmin gets another heal. And to be honest, Renmin should also get the 8 protocol. Very high damage on the weapon. Defense values, what's not to like with an 8 protocol.
Deploying grapple.
Moving into position. So we could drop down here, be in full cover. Don't know yet. Probably the right play. The shield bearers can have a grenade and I don't want the shield bearer to use it. So let's separate and go for the Archon next.
That is not good. Shot wide. I've got some serious wounds here.
How's that even possible? I think his chance is almost 20% only to hit me, but why would he then also crit me? That's so typical. I know, by the way, how that is possible, so it was a rhetoric question.
What's over there?
Come on, hit this guy. I think that now that was Pro Quo. He annoyed us so long that we now finally executed him. By the way, 8 more rounds, we're still fine. I guess after this we should be okay.
Moving on target.
Zirkin takes the loot, unfortunately only an Elerium core. I was hoping for way more than that. Blade mastering, but certainly not killing him. Overwatch. I mean, we got Fanfire, but again, that's not going to deal that much damage. 3.
Position compromised. Deflection. Shot failed to connect. Incoming fire. Okay, I'll go.
Alright, got him. There we go.
Kill confirmed. Positive confirmation. Area secured. On my way. Attempting infiltration.
Okay. And that should be it. So besides the fact that we again pulled 3 packs at once, so we fought against 3 Archons, Heavy Mech,
All hostiles are down and
Shield Bearer, Captain, Stun Lancer, Trooper, and Sectopod at the same time, plus a tower. And we still made it. So I feel confident that we can take on a lot of enemies at the same time. I am not feeling that confident that we can take non-mechanical enemies on. Blue screen rounds kind of makes up for the fact that we have such low damage weapons. I wouldn't know against biological creatures, specifically the chosen ones. We probably need to work with advanced and superior repeaters. Just to have the chance to deal enough damage. Nice. Only lightly wounded. Everyone's shaken. Oh, and look at that. Finally, we got our turret breakdown. Wow. Look at that. Fear of Archons. That's so stupid, really. Lots of fear of the chosen. Gosh. So from our main team, definitely Edgar Alien Post, the next one in the Med Bay. And yeah, that's annoying. Soldier Bonds. I think he's almost done with it. Well, close enough. I guess you increase the chance for mental disability and negative traits if you're going onto a mission whilst you're still injured or fatigued. That would explain it at least, because I never had that problem before.
There will be no sanctuary for those who would stand in open defiance of the elders. They will suffer.
By the way, didn't check what kind of dark event we were countering. How's that possible? We just won the mission. We literally just won the mission to prevent infestation. How is that possible? I call big bullshit on XCOM here. Why would I go onto a mission and successfully do it if we're then getting infestated? Wow. And that's really a bad one. I mean, that's really, really bad.
Strategic resource located.
So we got 81 supplies. Now looking at the situation here, Edgar Alien Poe's bond almost full. One more mission and I think we're going to see them upgrade their bond. In the meantime, training center. I thought we had a bond increase. Wait a second, guys. I thought here. Soldier bonds. Yes, please. All right. Perfect. So these two gentlemen here finally have a bond with one another as well. One more mission with Edgar Allan Poe and Renvin, and then they should be fine and upgrade their bond for a final time. Afterwards, Renvin will go into training, into covered ops missions, and Edgar Allan Poe will see the psychiatrist. It's a shame that these guys, that these things here take 10 days to recover. That's really a lot. In this playthrough, we have more mental effects than I ever had. Like the last time, I had almost none.
Avenger plotting new course.
There we go, and that's the perfect time for our main group to go for a supply raid. That's really good. Spectre, yes please. Archons, no. Sectopod. Lost Brood. I think that these are just the Lost. So yeah, side trip with the Lost. That's definitely something we are going to do with our main team, because if we're being successful with that mission, it's going to yield us a lot of extra loot, and effectively with these guys here we're going to be fine. So if you like this mission, although XCOM has called bullshit on us and we're now dealing with chrysalids, if you still liked it, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below. We're almost done with the run. We're getting on this like last lap, but there are a couple of really big hurdles in front of us. We haven't yet finished a single chosen one. We need more preparation with these guys, and time will tell that these here are going to be nice kernels. All of them will get their like premium skills. We will buy all of the skills. We will upgrade their weaponry and or their passive skills like aim and dodge. And then we'll approach the Chosens in the last mission. It's going to be fun. It will take a bit longer, but the longer we are playing, the more I am convinced that where we currently are, I do have a grip on the game where it's like the stalemate, but I'm very slowly getting in advance. And it's almost like a game of chess to finish today's mission. It's almost like a game of chess where you have a slightly winning position, and then you iron out these marginal benefits, and you always like try to be this little bit ahead, play with a little bit more tempo, give a little bit more pressure into it, and the enemy needs to withdraw. And I'm promising you, once the first chosen is falling, once we get a grip on them, I'll squeeze them so hard that they are going to give up voluntarily. But it won't. They won't roll over and just deal with it. It's going to be a very tough nut to crack. So stay with me and bear with me for a couple more missions. We need fully upgraded. Bounds between them. We need fully upgraded skills. We need fully upgraded gear as far as possible, so a couple of repeaters and so on will still be needed. And then we're gonna approach them and we're going to really hardcore kill them. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.